Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick Moe from Positive Street Talk and Rick Moe Productions. I'm standing in front of our city church, pastored by Mr. St. James Singleton, who I will be interviewing today on Positive Street Talk. Hey, our city church sits on East 105th between Olivet and Hathaway. The address is, as you can see, 1250 East 105th Street. St. James is the most exciting guy, man. He's done a lot for the community. Just wait till you hear the interview. Just wait till you see what we talk about. I'm just going to leave it at that, man. But I did want you guys to see the church, see the front of the church. If you guys ever want to attend, this church starts at 12 noon every Sunday. Our City Church. You get the meaning of that name? Our City Church. Thanks a lot. I'll be back in a little while with Mr. St. James Singleton from Our City Church. Thanks. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick Moe from Positive Street Talk and Rick Moe Productions. I'm sitting here with this young man to my left and your right, Pastor St. James Singleton of Our City Church, a young man that I've known basically since he was a little kid down in King Kennedy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Extraordinary guy, man. He's changed his life, his lifestyle. You know, when I first saw him, we were at, I think it was Little Adrian's funeral at Tri-Stone Baptist Church.
Okay, yeah.
You were there and you spoke, and I'm like, this young man right here is very inspiring. And I said to myself then, I'm like, he ain't the same little boy that grew up in the Green Projects. He done changed up on him.
Absolutely.
And you did a great job. You're doing a great job now, man. So what I want you to do is tell the people, tell the masses what you do for the community, what you do out of the Our City Church. What did you do and where you come from and how everything got started?
All right, well, I'm a product of the projects. And that's where it gets started from being in the projects and struggling. When you struggle, you learn some skills that you didn't know you had because you don't have the resources to go and pay somebody to do it.
Right.
So a lot of that stuff was birthed out of there. But what I do now for the community is birthed from the pain, right? To experience something as a child and to struggle in certain areas in life. When you come up out of that situation, fortunately, I was able to come up out of the situation of not being able to read, not being able to write, and to, not know my value and my worth, and then to be able to see the struggle inside of the community, drug-infested area, right? And the lack of positive role models, right? There's plenty of role models, but it's just not positive.
Exactly.
Plenty of people that are going to tell you what you can do, but to be around some people that's going to give you some good models to follow after, right? So after incarceration, after being locked up, and getting my relationship with the Lord, that's the pivotal point of my life, where me having my relationship with my Lord. So all this stuff begins to change when my mind begins to change, because now I have a Christ-like mind, right? So I'm reading my Bible and I'm getting my guidance from the Word of God. I'm trying my best to follow what the Bible say, right? So now it changes the structure of my life, and one of the things the Bible say is love your neighbor and then think of other people higher than yourself. So when I see somebody else, the Bible tells me to esteem them, to raise them, right? And to get them get beneath them in a sense. But their job is to esteem me too, right? So if we both esteeming, then nobody is on the bottom.
Right.
And the problem though is, some like myself will esteem others while they leave me on the bottom. And it's okay because it's a process. When your mind develops and your relationship develops, then your life begins to shift. So that started from there. So now having an intelligent mind and having a heart for people, it's okay, how can I take my struggle and make sure they don't never have to struggle again? So everything I went through can be for the person that receive it, right? Everything that I experience can be for the person that will receive it. And the education that I get and whatever I invest in myself, I can freely give it away. And that's what the Bible say. It was freely given to you because God gave you everything to you. Regardless of how we get it, it all belongs to God. The knowledge, the information, the resources, and all that. So when you understand that it's a gift, then you have the freedom to be able to just give it, right? And the generation that's beneath us, that's under us, it's our responsibility to pour into them to make sure that we have a successful world that we're living in. We're gonna get older. You know what I'm saying? You are already a little bit older than me. I'm gonna get older, and we're gonna need them to be able to take care of us. And if we don't deposit in them, then we in trouble. Right. So what I say is, and in our community, we lack resources, right? And like myself, I don't want to leave the neighborhood that I was raised in, right? So here I am in the ghetto by choice now. Before I was forced to be in the ghetto. So now I choose to be in the ghetto because I want to make the change in the neighborhood that needed the most. I want to give it to the people that can't afford to go get it themselves, right? So I'll pour into them without looking for anything in return, and just have a pleasure doing it. So my whole genetic makeup is when I do something for somebody else, if it feels me. You know what I'm saying? One of the adages saying it's better to give than receive.
Yes.
There's no price tag that you can put on a smile of a gratitude and appreciation when you giving somebody something and they just appreciate. So I was at Denny's earlier today. I think Bob Evans, and it was the two older white ladies there, and I just took the liberty to just pay for their food. But the expression of gratitude, both of the ladies grabbed my hand and was like, "Why did you do that?" And I said, "I just wanted to do something nice for y'all." And they was just ecstatic. But that made me feel good too, to see them light up, right? And then to break the generational curse of all Black people are cruel, right? All of us not, right? You gotta know each individual. So what I do for the community, for the youth, is I learned, first of all, before you can do anything for anybody, you gotta make sure you do it for yourself.
Right.
So I had to educate myself, and not with no college degree or anything like that. What I did is I educated myself with books. The Hooked on Phonics was the first thing that I used, was the Hooked on Phonics, because I didn't know how to read. So I used the Hooked on Phonics in prison. So I was able to identify where I'm struggling at, right? So I'm struggling with not being able to understand the rules of reading. So I figured that concept out. Then it's okay. What's my life about, right? What am I here for? What's my purpose? Because we born into this world for a purpose. God don't make no mistakes. He don't put anybody down here for no reason. It's like, you're here because I have something specific for you to do. And Mo, I'm telling you, I am my program like last Friday, and I am lonely. I miss those kids. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I had about 25, 30 of them.
And they get ready to go back to school.
They get ready to go back to school. No, I ain't got no babies, man. I don't know what to do. I feel a little empty. You know what I'm saying? Because I had them all summer, and it was a great time to have all those kids right there, man, and to appreciate those kids and to see the difference that you make. I had one guy, my Sean, his name was my Sean. And when his mother pulled him up, she made him come, and he in the car like this. I ain't getting out. I don't care what y'all say. You ain't about to make me go. I'm fighting everybody, right? So she called his father, and the father said, "Man, if you don't get out that car, we're gonna have a problem," right? So he get out the car, and I tell my son, I say, "Hey, man, before you ever reject something, give it a shot. Get the information, man. Don't just reject it and you never even know what it's about." Long story short, he crying because he can't come to the program. He like, "Man, I ain't know it's gonna be like this, because we loving on them kids, we taking them places. They using drills and power tools, and he learning, like, I want to go, right?" So he waking mama like, and it's one of those programs where your kid like, "No, I want to go," because they understand what they learning right now, right? And then the program was just debate to get him around an intelligent man that can pour into him, right? We're going to use this to show you this, but more importantly, I want to show you how to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I do it at 12 years old, because at 12, you want to make some money, Mo.
Right.
And if you don't got nobody teaching you how to make no money, what else you going to do? You're going to go sell some drugs, you're going to steal a car, you're going to go rob somebody, and you're going to get your life took, or you're going to go to prison, right? And because we have no resources in the community, not by government assistant resources, right?
Right.
But the resources that we have in the community, we overlook because we are our resource.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You know something, right?
That's right.
I know something, right? It's our community, right?
Yeah.
So if I give them what I got, and everybody in the community give them what they got, we won't be suffering nothing. But we looking for a hero to come bail us out. Somebody's gonna save us. So that's why I one of the reasons I do that with the youth. But then I also like, I know there's some adults that struggle with being able to make a living for themselves too.
Right.
So I say, everybody come on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just the kids, adults, man. I tell them go wake Bay up. Tell Bay to put the video game down, Bay saying on, and he about to teach you how to do the trade, right? And not only teach them how to do a trade. So what most people don't understand, what I'm doing is I get these kids together, right? And I'm teaching these kids and I'm training these kids. But what I'm doing is I'm preparing them for a future in construction. Right. So we'll be working together in a construction company. Imagine being able to go say 30 black babies go wire this house up. And ain't nobody older than 15.
Yeah.
And they know how to do the work.
And then the thing is, it teaches them to stay out of the streets. These youngsters that you're working with, 9 times out of 10, they won't end up dead in the streets. They won't be at the wrong place at the wrong time. They won't pick up that gun. They won't pick up the drugs. They won't start selling drugs. You're showing them firsthand before it gets to that point. Something that someone should have taught us.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, because see, I was that guy in K-Kennedy that sold all the drugs. You know that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I done that.
Yeah.
I did everything but go to the penitentiary.
Yeah.
You know, I also got hooked on drugs.
Okay.
Twice.
Yeah.
You know, but only through the grace of God am I sitting right here today.
There you go.
You know, it's always through the grace of God.
That's it.
You know, and I know that now, and I try to do the best I can to help too.
Yeah.
You know, when I can, where I can. So, some more friends of mine, we've been talking about how can we stop the mass killing of our young black men. But you're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't just talking about it.
No, talking on me, nothing, man.
You're doing it, man.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you. I appreciate everything. I went through your page. You wanted me to look at your documentary.
Yeah.
But I when I'm going through your Facebook page, man, I'm seeing all the other things that you do.
Yeah.
I never even got to the documentary.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I'm like, this guy here, man,
is
strong. And it's you positive, man.
Absolutely.
And you for real.
Yeah.
You know, you got some guys that start off trying to be for real and they end up fake.
Yeah.
Because they see another way to make them some money.
Yeah.
But you all about the people, man. You're all about the young people. And it's what we all should be about. We live in a crab in a barrel city. Yeah. I like to say crab in a barrel city. Because every time one person try to get up, somebody pull them back down. Instead of you getting up and you reaching back down into the barrel, pulling somebody out of it. And I see that that's what you're doing, man.
Absolutely.
And I have to commend you on that.
Yeah.
You know.
No, it's our responsibility, right?
Yeah.
And I believe when you're aware of something and it bothers you, it's your responsibility. And to be able to do so. So the solution to the violence that's in our neighborhood, number one, is our relationship with God.
Right.
We got away from God. And we got away from his commandments. And his commandments say things like, don't steal, don't kill, love your brother, love God with all your heart, and love your neighbors yourself, right? And the enemy tricked us to take him out of the house, right? It's okay. It's not okay to take him out of anywhere. When you see him taken out of the schools and you see him take him out of the courtroom and things like that, and that's not okay. But it's not as damaging as not having them at home, right? So when you and I don't see how they how you live without God. I don't understand that, right? Because the world is so hard to live in, and it's so big and gigantic, and it's like, which way do I go without my compass, which is God that's directing and speaking to me and telling me, number one, what's my purpose and what do you want me to do? So a lot of people, and I used to before, wake up in the morning and tell God, have a to-do list for God. God, I want you to send me some money. I want a house this week. I want my wife, and I want all this kind of stuff right here. And I'm imagining God looking like, I created you. You ain't created me. So when we wake in the morning, we should be like, God, what do you want me to do? What do you want from me? Who do you want me to say something to? Because honestly, God just want to use us. He said, I created you to have a relationship with me, and then allow me to use you so I can do what I want to do through you on earth. And if you know, listen, when God is working through you on earth, can you imagine what that looks like? Now, here's the problem. God want to work through everybody on earth, but the mass is rejecting. So how much can he really do in the world we live in when everybody's rejecting him? You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't want you to do nothing. I just created you so you can have a relationship with me and let me work.
And then God gives us the ingenuity to do other things. God gives, like me, for instance, okay? God gave me the ability to draw people together, to bring people together the way I do with my promotions.
Yeah.
I always say, God put me on earth to be a promoter. That's my ministry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now we party,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but then there's a chance that somebody in these parties will still wake up and say, wow, this man only catered to 40-year-olders and up now. That means he want us to enjoy ourselves without being in the crowds with these youngsters that's acting a fool.
Yeah.
But I learned how to be a promoter as a kid. I wrote my name all over King Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not knowing that it was going to lead me somewhere. I wrote my name everywhere, man.
Yeah.
All over the projects.
It's there.
Because I wanted somebody to notice who I was.
Mm-hmm.
But then now everybody know. And then I started to project reunions and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it works, man.
Absolutely.
But I do believe that that's what God put me here to do.
Okay.
Do the promotions that I do, you know. And this conversation that we're having right now, it's not by osmosis.
No,
you know, it's not by osmosis. And we're going to figure out a way to help each other. I know I'm going to figure out a way to help you with these children.
Yeah.
You know, I want to do that. That's something that I want to do. I want to figure out a way just to be a part of this, because this is something that I always wanted to do also.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've always given back in some form of fashion. But the way you're doing with these children, man, the way you're connecting with them, I want to pour my heart into some of that, man.
Yeah, man. These kids are intelligent, though. Most people don't know how intelligent these kids is.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you what's the beauty about working with these kids. I take them to real jobs too, right? So a lot of I've been doing construction maybe for about 20 years. Let's say 20 years. And out of 20 years I've been doing it, grown people complain.
Mm-hmm.
They may show up and they may not show up. And then the minute you teach them something, they think they know more than you and they want to get paid more than you, right? Always complaining, right? And they don't show up. So I said, you know what? I'm tired of these Negroes. So I'm about to get these babies, right?
Yeah.
Now when I get the babies, they showing up. And you know what they doing? He ain't letting me drill. I want to cut the wood. I don't even get no... They fighting over who gonna do the work, right? So I'm looking like, man, I'm taking these kids over these grown folks because these grown folks complaining. They don't know nothing. They don't want to show up.
These kids want to work
and
bad.
These kids are like, let me, can I cut the wood? Can I drill it? Can I put it down? It's like, that's who you want on your team, right? So, and you're getting them where you can mold their thinking, right? And to work into a team. We are a team. We're not divided. So the whole program, I'm looking like we are a family. There's absolutely no talking about each other. We're in this together. There's no fighting, no disrespecting, no none of that stuff right here, because we're all in this together. And when one mess up, we all mess up. We all getting punished for it. So if one got to do push-ups, everybody got to do push-ups. So what it do is make each person hold them in account. You're accountable for each other, right? So now we all conducting ourselves, right? And then I tell them this: whatever y'all see me do, y'all can do. Right, so that hold me accountable too at the same time. If I'm saying it, you can say it. If I'm doing it, you can do it, right? So and that's what we just doing, building a community and just trying to really just show our people how valuable we are. Everybody has something to offer, right? I have a few things to offer. A trade that I'm kind of intelligent, and I didn't know how intelligent I was because the enemy tried to trick me in the first grade in special education, female special education. I didn't know how to read, so I was in prison, right? But when God tapped me on your shoulder, you know, having that really personal relationship where God introduced himself to you. And when he introduced himself, it's with purpose. It's okay. I'm calling you now because I got work for you to do. Right. So this program was birthed out of pain. I was going through a divorce probably about 9 years ago. And I'm going through this divorce and God said, I want you to do a youth program. I'm like, God, I'm hurting. Like, you want me to do a youth program? Let me hurt. And he's like, no, I want you to do a youth program.
Let you deal with the pain.
Let me do this right here.
Right.
But what I found out, Mo, is helping other people help deal with your pain. You hear me? When you help other people help deal with your pain, because what happens is it stops you from thinking about what you're going through because you're so invested in somebody else, right? So the whole thing is to invest in other people and you won't even worry about your problems. And then you'll find yourself out of what you was in, successful, and anything else that come with it. Because who can write a bigger paycheck than God?
That's right.
When you're working for God, I'm working for God, right?
That's right.
And so God will allow everything to crash sometimes to see if you're in it for the paycheck or if you're in it for him, right? So I'm in it for God. So God, if you take everything, go ahead, because I know you can give it back, right?
It's happened to me.
Yeah, you would give it all back and you would do better, right? So that's the mind state. And this is what it says in Matthew. It says this, and most people don't understand. God gives you a recipe of how to live life, right? So he says this in Matthew. He said, "You see the birds; they ain't got no job, they don't work, and yet they eat every day."
That's right.
He said, "You see these fields; they beautiful, decorated. Solomon in all his glory couldn't touch them." He said, "Don't worry about what you're gonna eat. Don't worry about what you're gonna wear, and don't worry about where you're gonna live, because we live in a kingdom." And God is the king, and He's in control of everything. Is His job and responsibility to take care of us. He said, "If you seek ye first the kingdom of heaven," this is an instructional teaching, the kingdom of heaven, and all these things will be added unto you, right? Everything that we need, want, and desire that's in His will for our life will be given to us if we just seek righteousness, seek after Him, and do what we're supposed to be doing, right? Because now when I'm talking to the Creator know best. He know what He created me for. If I don't talk to Him, I'm in here trying to figure out what I'm here for. Like, man, what am I here for? And I can just ask God, what do you create me for? And He talks back. And one of the ways we know we can talk back, because God is intelligent in His creation and intelligent in conveying messages, right? And I'll say this. So I was upstairs one day, and my TV is upstairs, and my internet box was downstairs, right? So the TV is wireless and the internet's wireless, right? And God said, "You see that?" I say, "What?" He said, "The TV is talking to the internet." The internet downstairs, the TV upstairs on a frequency you can't see. Ain't no course. He said, "If the TV can talk to the internet, surely I can talk to you from heaven, so we can have a conversation." You hear what I'm saying? How you can't? God said, "I'm showing you that we can
That's
talk."
right.
You know, and that's the most powerful thing, to be able to understand and know that you can talk to your Creator, and He can talk back, and He do it to our spirit. And a lot of our spirits are dead because we worried about our flesh. What we gonna live, what we gonna eat. And if I had this, I'm had this. And God said that, don't worry about your flesh, worry about your spirit and your soul. You know what I'm saying? And most of us are worried about this flesh, man, and this flesh gonna die. The spirit and soul gonna live forever.
That's right. That's right.
It's gonna live forever.
Right.
Right. So that relationship, man.
Man, this is why I wanted to interview this guy right here. Okay. I don't have to say anything. He's telling it all. And if you're listening, you will get an understanding, okay, of why God put you on this earth, okay? What it is that God wants you to do for Him and then yourself. He's showing you through this man right here. You know, He's showing you through this guy right here. You just taught me some things, okay?
Yeah.
Just by listening, you know. And back to these children, man. I'm elated, you know, about what you're doing with these children, because that's the only way we're going to stop the gun violence.
Yeah.
We have to stop it right now before they get started
at
the age of 12.
Yeah.
Before they really get started.
Yeah.
Because if you give them a chance to get to 14 and they're still laying around and not doing nothing,
it's in trouble.
They're in trouble.
They're in trouble.
It's a lot of them out here. Yeah. I wish we could grab the ones that's 18, 19 and bring them back.
Yeah, it's hard to get
You know what I'm saying? It's hard because they're already out there.
Now they got that knot in here talking about, can you give me this?
Yeah.
If you can give me this, I'm going to stop.
Right.
So we got to get them before they get their mind work.
And then they shooting each other for nothing.
Yeah.
They shooting each other about little girls, about cars, about everything, man. It's for nothing, man.
But it's programming. And if you ever seen, I don't know if you ever see, but you can't see what the pilots go through. There's a simulator when pilots are getting trained to fly in the plane, and inside that simulator, before they ever get in the air, they go through the simulation to teach them everything that they'll deal with in the air.
Right.
So if you watch or you listen to one of those black books, when the plane crashes, they'll die peacefully, trying to do everything they can do to live, because they was taught that right? So that's simulation. So the simulation is you put something in front of somebody long enough that they're adapted, right? So Grand Theft Auto, video game. They shooting, robbing, snatching people out of cars, right? And then you got these gangster rap music videos, and all our sons want to be gangster rappers, and all this stuff right here that is being programmed, right? And all the music is filthy, right?
Yeah.
And it's demonic, and most people don't understand that for the first time, Black people is worshiping the devil because we've been tricked into it. Because when you put your hands up to rap music, it's talking about murder, sell drugs, sleep with all these different women, drink alcohol, pop pills, then you glorify the enemy, because anything that God say you do the opposite of it, is devil worshiping. So now we have to be more mindful of what we allow our kids to play, what we allow them to watch, and what we allow them to listen to, and who they hang with. And we got to stop being their friends. If your kid like you, then it's a problem. I don't want you to like me. You don't supposed to like me because I'm gonna make sure you're doing everything you got to be doing, right? So if you like me, then I'm too nice to you, right? So it will no cut that music off. I'm watching them video games, and here in the video games, when you shoot somebody, the scene is gruesome. It's blood shot jumping everywhere, and the blood look real. So if I'm doing that from 3 years old to 20, and I'm listening to this music that's telling me to murder, and I'm drinking anyway, so I got a gun, I got this demonic music, and I'm high, and somebody say something to me, I'm shooting them, and it's gonna be no different from me doing it on a video game. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's easy to do it. So we got work to do. We got some work.
I saw one of your posts when you was talking about the young men that's with the sagging pants and the young lady with the see-through pants.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you said that it comes from the rap music. The rappers came out with the sagging pants.
Yeah.
But what are the young ladies get this from? Wearing these see-through pants and the panties and all this hanging out like this. I don't understand that.
A lot of that comes from music videos too. If you think about it, that's where they originate from. Okay. All the videos when you see them all the young ladies on the cars,
the dancers.
They on the dancers on the cars, right? And to the point where now showing your body became glorified when it's really not. It should be embarrassing, right? And here I don't know how we get to the place where the booty is the prize. You got a big butt, so everybody got their butt out and bent over. Like I want to show you the best part of me. Like the booty is the best part of them, right?
Yeah, that's definitely not the best part.
So we got to get to the part where we understand as young ladies that our mind is strong, and young men too. Because I don't know who had their booty out more, the women or the guys.
Ooh,
right? Because it's like
you
know, and I believe a man would be offended if you told him, man, you got a fat behind. You know what I'm saying? But you got your drawers down to your ankles. I mean, your pants down to your ankles. Like, what you want, a compliment? You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just what it is just that what it shows is our kids are influenced, right? You
very easily influenced.
Right, you can influence them, right?
Yeah.
But they just been influenced in the wrong way. We need to find out how to channel our energy and influence them properly, right? So why are they picking up the worst type of behavior? You know what I'm saying?
So we only got a short time left, but why do you think why do you think they come up with stuff like that? Wearing their clothes like that, and even the Black and Milds, all that come from the rappers. You know, when I was a youngster, only old men smoked Black and Milds, and they kept the tip on them, and they didn't freak them and all that stuff. But they bought them as cigars, and they didn't cost but a quarter a box. Now they cost $5, $6, $7 a box. You know.
Yeah, that's easy though. That's an easy question. So what it is the reason the rapper is doing it is, and they know what they're doing is, I'm gonna make you a multi-millionaire, but you got to kill this whole generation with your music, right? So I'm gonna pay you. You ain't gonna let your kid listen to it because you know it's destructive.
Right.
They're gonna follow your lead, not knowing that you ain't doing it for real. You just put out here to destroy. So we're gonna give you all this stuff to do, including wear women clothes. I want you to wear some women clothes. I know you ain't gay, but they gonna start wearing women clothes because you wearing women clothes, right?
Wow.
And doing all this stuff right here. So because they look up to our young people, look up their models as rap artists.
Right.
Right. And how do we get to that point? So that's what it is. So if I give you enough money, you'll do anything I ask you to do, right? Including homosexual activities. And you'll glorify for the check. And our kids that do it for free.
Wow.
Our kids that do it for free, man.
Well, James, it's been a pleasure talking to you, man. You have enlightened the masses on some things within the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, we got a lot more to talk about. This is just the first segment. We're gonna do this again, man. We have to. Yeah, your contact information.
All right, well, y'all can follow me on any social media. I'm on Facebook, St. James, St. James Singleton. I'm on what's the other one? Shoot.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
J32, and then I'm on TikTok. You know
and then you can come to the church. What's the address to the church?
1250 East 105, man. We up there. We just trying to make a difference, man. So
every Sunday at
12:30.
Every Sunday at 12:30.
Your boy St. James, the pastor of our city church, with my guy Rick Moe, man. It's a pleasure, brother. Thank you for allowing me to be on the show. We out, baby.
This has been Rick Moe from Rick Moe Productions and Positive Street Talk. Again, I'd like to thank St. James for coming on the show, sitting down with me, man. You know, we had a great time. But right now, we're signing off.